Thanks. Good morning, everyone. We meet again. I'm just going to read you a release that we have. On August 12, 2024, the story of the missing kayaker began with the suspected drowning death of Ryan Borkworth. On October 7, 2024, the search for Ryan ended, and the investigation efforts took a new direction. When we learned that Ryan had left the United States, and he most certainly was not in Green Lake. That was our biggest thing, that we knew he wasn't in our lake, thanks to many partners. On December 10th, Ryan arrived on U.S. soil. He was then booked into the correctional facility and is awaiting his initial court appearance. And when my press conferences, I said, could be a really good Christmas. I want to say thanks again to Keith Cormack of Bruce's Legacy, diver Charlie DeGroot, Wisconsin DNR, MOCIC, Homeland Security, the FBI, Department of Justice, Division, Criminal Investigations, the Green Lake County and the Green Lake County community, the Watertown community, but most of all, the Green Lake County Sheriff's Office. They're the ones that kept this going. I couldn't be more proud of them, of what they did for a family. We didn't give up. And we can stand here today feeling relieved. I have one of my detectives here, Detective Jeremiah Hansen, who played a big key, and my chief deputy, Chief Matt Vanderkolk, had stuck with me, and we had a great outcome. And there's one more thing I want to say thank you to, and that is to you folks, the media. You take some rap sometimes, all right? But through this whole case, you were very good partners with us. And I appreciate that. I want to say thank you. Is there any questions?
Sheriff, I know last time you had mentioned that you knew he was somewhere in Eastern Europe, but were unsure exactly where. Have you been able to determine where he was and who he was with?
At this time, we're still putting that together, so I can't release that.
Is he cooperating with you guys? Have you been able to speak with him in person?
He's cooperated with us. Came back to the United States.
Do you know if he's had any contact with his wife and kids since the last time we spoke here last month?
That I can't release.
Can you detail how he returned back to the United States? Can you detail the step-by-step process of how he got back here?
Got on an airplane and landed in the United States.
Were there any other agencies involved in that
No.
getting him here? What country was he in that he flew from?
I can't release that.
Did he come willingly, Sheriff?
Yeah.
Has he said what compelled him to come back to Wisconsin?
His family, yes.
And did he come back on his own, or?
Yes.
Was he extradited?
No. No, he came back on his own.
So what charges could he be filed against him? You said he's awaiting his initial appearance.
Yep, he's waiting initial appearance. Everything was sent up to the DA's office, and they'll be the ones that will review it.
What were the charging recommendations that you referred to the district attorney's office?
There was a number of them, obstructing.
Did he notify law enforcement in advance before he came home, or did you find out after he returned to U.S. soil?
He notified us. We were in contact with him.
What international airport did he fly into?
I'm not going to release that.
Was he taken into custody by law enforcement at that airport, or did he return to Green Lake and turn himself in?
He returned on his own.
When is his first court appearance?
That I'm not sure. Could be today. That's up to the courts.
Have you spoken with his family since his return, and could you share any of maybe some of their feelings and what they may have had to say following the news?
We just briefly spoke to them, and I can only imagine how they feel.
Can you talk a little bit about some of the conversations that took place between your department and Ryan from the last press conference to today?
No, that we don't want to release.
I mean, you kind of explained it, Sheriff, but how are you feeling and how's your department feeling now knowing that he is back in Wisconsin on U.S. soil ahead of the holidays like your plea was last time we talked?
Relieved. I'm very proud of what he did in my department. But now when we walk out, we continue to do what we were doing all through this whole process. We never stop. We're continuing to serve our community in whatever call we have. And that's, the help of my department.
So
My own
he turned himself in here at the Green Lake Justice Center yesterday.
Yep.
Is he going to have to reimburse the county for the search effort?
That is part of the restitution that we present to the court.
What do you know about the woman who was involved with, and did she have a role at all in compelling him?
I do not know. So,
Could anyone else be facing any charges?
could you?
Could anyone else be facing any charges for aiding or anything like that?
No.
Sheriff, last you spoke, you said that in communication with him, he wanted to make things right or figure out a way out of this. Has he given any indication on his mindset now that he's back?
I can't release that. That's all part of the investigation that's going on. But I just want to thank everybody again for all the support that they have given my department and the help, the partnership. And I'm really happy to see an individual, one of our divers, that took this to heart as much as we did. But that just speaks volumes of communities and what people are all about. So.
Could you speak to what it was, whether that was the efforts of Detective Hansen, right? Or your chief deputy? Was it in those conversations? What was it in those conversations with Mr. Borgward that made him change his mind?
That's going to be up to him someday, but we're not going to release that. But it was one thing that worked in our favor. We brought a dad back on his own accord. So thank you, and have a Merry Christmas.
Thank you, Sheriff, you too.